There's three main reasons that I'm seeing firsthand on the market working for sellers and buyers, and also on paper when I go through the numbers. Number one, banks have, in today's video, 75 to 80% of properties that sold in Toronto sold over asking price. Hello everyone, this is Sam from SaberiSixRealEstate and Remax Realtron Realty. As always, you can find my contact information in the description box. Feel free to get in touch with any questions you may have. You can find my Instagram, my Gmail, and my office in the description box. Furthermore, feel free to subscribe, comment, like, and review. Your support in that regard is much appreciated, but you're not obviously obliged to do so whatsoever. So in today's video, I'm going to address the title of the video and what I said off the bat, which is 75 to 80% of properties have been selling above asking in the last month. And the numbers I'm going through and the chart is actually credited to another individual, which is in the description box. So first, I'm going to go through the chart, explain some things you should know, and then give you my analysis of the facts. First and foremost, as you can see from this chart, 75 to 80% of properties have been going above asking in the city of Toronto in the last month. Why is this the case? Well, it's the rampant bidding wars. Sellers, under the suggestion and professional discretion of real estate agents, have been pricing properties for bidding wars. And for that reason, part of that strategy is pricing a property under market value in order to get many buyers in the door for them to bid against one another. And you can leverage the offers against one another and get the best price, wherein often buyers end up overpaying. And I'm not judging, because as a seller's agent, when it's the best thing to do for my client, I do. I have done it with several properties in North York and it worked out wonderfully. We sold the property $200K above asking. And on the other side, I attempted it with certain properties and we did not get offers that we liked or any offers whatsoever. Thus, we did not end up selling the property for my client. So if we look at this chart, we see the last time we were at these highs was around 2017, July of 2017. And what came thereafter was a market correction. And then the market dipped relative to the Toronto and GTA real estate market, but dipped nonetheless to around a range of anywhere from 17 to 26% of properties selling above asking. Now, the reason this is occurring is because of freehold properties. This bidding war strategy is mainly occurring with freehold properties that are detached, semi-detached, and townhomes. If we look at year over year, so this is comparing the most recent complete month we have of sales data and other facts that I went through in my Treb real estate report. Go watch that video if you haven't. Comparing that to the preceding year of the same month, so February 2021 to February 2020, we see that 46% more homes sold. Now this relates to freehold properties, once again, townhomes, detached, and semi-detached properties. So the number of sales are up, so are the average asking prices, as I've gone through in previous video, even in my most recent video. It mainly has to do with this bidding war strategy that's occurring now. Things have been changing up into March a little bit. There's three main reasons that I'm seeing firsthand on the market working for sellers and buyers, and also on paper when I go through the numbers. Number one, banks have played with the interest rates a little bit more, increased them a bit. Number two, so many sellers are trying to sell at the same time simultaneously into the spring market, where they are hurting each other. So there's too much inventory. And number three, and in conjunction with all the other reasons that are occurring simultaneously and concurrently with one another, number three, buyers are fatigued and are most likely going into the rental market, or if they're going to stay in the purchase and sale market, they're withdrawing themselves from freehold, semi-detached townhomes and detached, and probably going to condominium townhomes or condominiums. For this reason, although once again, it's not a buyer advantageous market into March, as I went through in my previous video when I compared the first 15 days of March to the first 15 days of February, we see that prices have been coming down. And even firsthand working for sellers, when we put a property on the market, we don't have as many showings, even though our price is decent if we're going at market value or if we're trying to do a bidding war. Regardless of what the situation is, there are less buyers right now involved in the market. For this reason, I actually surmised in my previous video, and I will repeat this here again, I think buyers should attempt to take advantage with regards to the freehold market, that is in the Toronto real estate market and GTA real estate market, take advantage of the surplus of inventory, whereas in the winter market, sellers, if possible, on average, are better off holding off onto the fall and winter market to attempt to sell where inventory is lower. And then another thing, let's get into condominiums, right? We see more and more that this bidding war strategy is making a slow but steady and consistent return with condominiums, where obviously I work for a lot of condo buyers, and when I'm going through listings, I see a lot of them are priced at a multiple offer situation, and a lot of them are priced for multiple offers and also for offer presentation date, inducing a bidding war. Now, this has not been quite working out for sellers on the condominium market, because a lot of condos priced for bidding wars don't actually end up selling on the offer presentation date, either because they don't get any offers they like or they don't get any offers at all. Condo buyers, without a shadow of a doubt, should try to avoid a bidding war situation at this moment in time, because the market is not hot enough for sellers to be able to take advantage of you in that sense. And if you're working for a seller, or you are a seller and you did this and worked out, well, good for you. And if you're a buyer, not so good for you. What I would tell buyers of condominiums, as I have told my own clients, right now, although prices are increasing and the condominium market is slowly heating up month by month, and there's no doubt about that, you can go through the sales data as I have and shown you, even though that is the case, it is still a buyer's market, and buyers still should avoid bidding wars if possible, unless you see a property that truly speaks to you, that you fall in love with, and you would be happiest with that property, then yes, that is a 1 out of 10 exception. 9 times out of 10, you have no business going into a bidding war for a condo right now. And if your agent tries to push you in that direction, you have to ask a lot of questions. To be clear, this advice is only as of the time of recording of this video, which is March 16th. If you're watching this in April or in May and prices have increased more than I foresee them increasing, it might be a different situation when you're watching it. Anyways, that's Sam from SaberiSixRealEstate, RE/MAX Realtron Realty. Feel free to get in touch with me if you have any questions. Subscribe, comment, like, and review if you happen to enjoy this video. And thanks for watching.